love me, yeah, they love me. First love yourself. For that, and God we trust me. I don't trust myself. Your jewelry, I get it took.
Welcome back to It Is What It Is. This episode is sponsored by Underdog Fantasy. The app is an easy way to make some cash just by making picks on your favorite players. Underdog is available in more than 30 states, including California, Florida, Texas, and New York, just to name a few. Make sure to support the show by hitting the link in the bio and downloading the Underdog Fantasy app. They will also match your first deposit up to $100, and you get a special pick when you sign up. Of course, I'm Treasure Wilson, aka Stat Baby, along with your hosts, Mase and Cam.
What up, man? You look hot as fuck, bro.
I gotta run to the airport after this.
What I got to do? Where's it that cold at in America, though, right now? You going to Alaska?
No, Atlanta.
It's cold in Atlanta?
Yeah, it should be.
So you dressed for Atlanta right now? My man.
In a few minutes, I'll be in Atlanta.
Okay, I hear that.
Okay.
Hold on, can I say something before we start?
Of course.
Yo, shout out to the bitches who got shit to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of bitches coming around me who ain't got shit to do. Shout out to the females who got shit to do. Look, if you come see me and shit, I got shit to do. You can hang around the crib, all that shit. Stop calling me every 3-4 minutes. Where you at? What are you doing? What's going on? Like, yo, my nigga, I got real shit to do during the week. I can't wake up and start drinking at 10 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday, my nigga. Find something to do if you don't have nothing to do. Secondly, be happy that you're around me when you're around me. You don't bring anything to the table. I just like you. You bring nothing. All right? Shout out to the bitch who got something to do. And you know who I'm talking to. And y'all know who I'm talking to. I'm sorry. That had to be said. I was a little perturbed today about some things that's been going on last 48
Shout
hours.
out to the ladies with a real job.
I don't care if you got a real job or not. Just leave me. I don't even care if you don't got nothing to do. Stop calling me every 2 minutes, asking me where I'm at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because listen, at the end of the day, if you're going to just chill, I like the female, just chill out, my nigga. Because you know what I'm doing. If you don't got a job or whatever, I'm not knocking you, know. I help lower self-esteem out. You know, I'm not going to be down on you because you got low self-esteem with no job. I'm not going to be down on you. But stop harassing me because I got shit to do, man. And these, you know who I'm talking to. It's not just 1 or 2 people. It's like 3-4 people, my nigga. Y'all got to stop this shit. Now back to what Mase saying. Shout out to the people with a real job. I'm not knocking that neither, but just, I don't care because if you got a real job, that don't mean you're not going to harass me neither. Look, Monday through Friday, I got real shit to do from about, and we behind. We on the West Coast. My shit start like 7 in the morning. 7 to 5 p.m. Don't harass me, B. Please. I'm sorry to put you on blast like this, but next time if I get a text about this tomorrow or a call about tomorrow, I will say your name. Please, stop.
Happy you could get that off of your chest.
Yo, shit is crazy today. Man. Yo, where you at? Where you doing? Where you going? Where you at? Yeah, my nigga. I start looking at Greyhound. I ain't even putting niggas on flights no more. Fucking Greyhound schedule, man.
You like that? Today we are joined with our football analyst, Maurice Clarett. How you doing today?
I ain't doing too great.
What's good?
What's going on, man? Well,
this nigga, yo, man. Yo, it was Monday. Mase said, Mo don't come on today. I said, you know Mo don't come on today, man.
I had the whole Michigan set up for you.
Look, everybody in the comments during the game, oh man, they said you're gonna have to go see the expert, right? And so they reminisced on the video that we had done. But man, it was hard, man. Pause, right? But the Buckeyes let us down, bro. They let us down.
Show everybody your shirt, man. This is how you're a good sport, man. Show them your shirt, man.
Hey. You got the expert shirt on. You gotta get King Money now.
Yo, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy is that you know your tweets kind of went viral on Saturday because before the game you said, "Coach, we're with you," and then as soon as the game was over, you was like, Coach, you got to get the fuck out of here. So all the sports publications was posting your tweets. Some other was Sports Medicine Fox. I was like, yo, Bubba sent it to me. They had you everywhere with before the game and after because you was like, yo, you got to get the fuck out of here. So let's talk about that first stat as far as Ohio State and Michigan because it was a big deal. We're not going to sweep it under the rug. Georgia still won, so Mase was correct this week. And I know he wants to gloat about it. He's been holding this in pause since because I said, go ahead, talk about it. He said, no, I want to wait for Mo. So I know we got other things to get to, but let's just get this out the way because he's been waiting all week for you to come.
Yeah, we want to hear your expertise on it because you already know what the expert knows.
No, look.
First of all, hold on. Did you pick Ohio State to win?
No.
Okay.
I said Michigan.
Okay, cool. You said they should. Man, I'm going to go back. And if I'm going to go back, I'm not going to say you didn't say that, but I'm trying to think because we was on the Zoom and you was like.
Michigan, I said it'll be crazy when Michigan win because they don't have their coach.
No, that's what you said. That's exactly what you said. You said if Michigan they should win. They just said Ohio should win. They don't got the coach or nothing. I don't know. I'm going to give you that, though. I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to go back to the tape and find out. But either way, you're up. You're up. I have no argument. You're up this week in college football. I have no argument. I was just wondering. But go ahead, Mo. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Mo, we want to hear your take.
No, listen to me. I've been getting called all week by every platform, right, because of those tweets that I sent out. But the dude let us down, the head coach, right? And this is my first time really speaking on it where you can speak about it like in a comprehensive manner. And I just go back, right, when Jim Harbaugh told this dude a few years ago, and he was like, you know, you was born on third base and you act like you hit a home run. And I'm about to get serious right here. He was basically calling him a pussy in the most professional way possible, right? And when dude didn't bark back at him, like that was like my first red flag of like who's leading these dudes. I'm talking about the young players, right? And so we still going with him, we still riding with him because he's our coach. And he's getting ready to go to the actual rival game. And before the game, like, you know, you done lost two, you done lost one up there on the road, you done lost one at home. And he has his starting quarterback. Y'all wouldn't see this because y'all not here in Ohio. You got your starting quarterback talking about, man, this is just another game. And I asked myself, I'm like, man, if you about to go into the heat of the battle against your number one rival, you don't want your main guy, your quarterback, the dude who's supposed to lead the team. You don't want this dude acting like that this is just another thing, right? And so these guys get to the game and, you know, right before the game, and y'all know what I'm talking about with this, right? When you right before a rival game, these dudes may play around, do their TikTok videos and joke around when they playing like, you know, a lesser opponent. But when you walk into somebody's like, you know, a rival game and dudes dancing around and shaking their ass and acting like it's a playful thing, it just shows like the mentality that guys have. Like they ain't really ready to go to war. And you got these dudes in Michigan, and this is like all the stuff that I'm watching before the game. And this isn't to make an excuse, but this was like feeding my comments towards this guy. And I'm saying to myself, like, man, what is you really saying to these dudes before they get on this field? Because if you're the general and you're the leader of these guys, like you have to give these dudes some sort of your strength, right? It's like this, right? Even with, I can explain it like in a music version. When y'all come on these sporting platforms and y'all joke and laugh and talk about sports, like people like love it as entertainment. But whenever y'all do music, like y'all got to do this shit serious. Like you can't put out whack music. That's like y'all rival game, y'all Super Bowl. And it's like the same thing with these dudes. And you're going to have like a different attitude towards that. And so when these guys get in the game and they get in these tougher moments, and you just seeing these guys fold, or if a turnover happens, they're not really running after the ball, or if they're getting their ass beat like these dudes, like they cowering up, and all that stuff is like a result from your leader and who leading you. And like verbally, I was just joking around, trolling like, yo, we with you. But when I see these dudes folding up, I'm like, hold on, man. Like it was dudes who helped to build this program into what it is. And you're like, you can go beat all these other teams. You can go beat the first three teams, and there's a huge talent gap with Ohio State and all the other teams in the Big Ten. But when you play Michigan and you go on those championship runs, like you can get beat by your rival, but you can't get beat 3 times in a row. And that's where I get a little bit more serious. And I was like, yo, bro, we with you. But when you fuck up, like, man, it's time to roll. And when you paying somebody $9 million, Like, you know what I'm saying? You can go get whoever you want. So that's like my little 2 cents on it, right?
So you with him, but you're not with him, is basically what you're saying. You with him till it gets real.
No, well, okay, what do you say when you lose 3 times to your rival? Like 3 times in a row. Like, you can't do that. Like, you just can't lose. Okay, you don't get no credit, like in boxing, right? You don't get no credit for beating up tomato cans. You get your credit and your reputation from you going against elite competitors. Like, that's all they care about. That's all they care about in Ohio State. And when you market yourself as we got the #1 recruits and we put out all these draft picks and we have all the tools to put the best product on the field, you have to then show up, or all that stuff is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm joking, but I'm also serious. Like, I'm a competitor, right? I don't like when I go around to speak at these SEC schools, these dudes think we pussies in Ohio. And they like, man, y'all beat up on dudes in the Big Ten, but y'all can't come down here with these country boys and work. You know what I'm saying? And so this is like what I'm telling him, like, yo, bro, like, you're responsible for what dudes have done before you. And I'm talking about in a serious way. And when you get your ass kicked 3 times and you getting paid $9 million, like, yo, bro, like, we can go find somebody else for $9 million. And then when you get your ass kicked, it's like it doesn't mean anything to you. And y'all know what I'm talking about, where you can look at somebody. I know I'm long-winded, but y'all get where I'm coming from.
Yeah, listen, and his bonuses is going up to $10 million. There was an article that I seen. I didn't really read it, but it says that his record is, you know, Ryan Day's record is 56-7, but he's really 0-9 when it matters. So I understand where you're coming from. These games that really count don't count. It's like if you fucking... I like the boxing analogy as well, because a lot of people say that Roy Jones is one of the best fighters of all time, but then they say, who did he fight? And like Floyd Mayweather, he fought everybody when it counted. When you sit there and say, what was really a good fight that Roy Jones had? You know, you caught Bernard Hopkins when he was super early. I think it was like Bernard Hopkins' 5th or 6th fight. James Toney maybe when he was like his son fight. But after that, did he really have a good competitor? So I get where you're coming from. But I'm with you with Ryan Day. Niggas can't be getting $10 million a year and losing to Michigan 3 years in a row. I don't know if he should get fired or not. You're the person who says that. But Mase, the ball's in your court, man.
I think you guys have bled enough. Pause. Yo, Mo, I like all the excuses, but are you ready to say I'm really an expert, though? I mean, with everything you know about football, because Cam is still struggling with it.
Mase, you know how many people come in the comments and be like, you gotta teach Mase football, man. You gotta help him out, man.
I just don't talk how they talk, but I know.
I'm just telling you what they say.
I know who wins.
I'm just telling you what people say. They say
Cam. It's about wins.
I'm just telling you what they say.
Look at the guy at Ohio, right? He knows everything, but he doesn't win when they count. I'm getting the wins when they count. This is the game that really counts, Cam. I'm telling you
every year. Your team is
Michigan is going to win.
You're always going to be with winners. You're always going to be with winners. You switch your team to Denver. You told me that you switched your team to Kansas City. Your team was Golden State before it was Denver. You're always going to be the winner if you go with the winner.
I'm saying before the game started, I told you this is the team that's going to win, Cam.
That's fine. We keep records. We just had the records the other day. We don't have to go through that anymore.
Okay, then we're good.
We really don't have to go.
Good.
If you go to Underdog Fantasy, call Nick and see how much I made niggas. That's all you get. My picks, who I pick, when you go with Code Cam and Underdog Fantasy, I probably made niggas about $6-7 million this year as a total, not one person. This is what I really do. I like that you're the expert, but I'm the perfectionist.
Yeah, okay. I like that. Yeah. Such a hollow nigga. The expert and perfectionist. Yeah. This is crazy. I can't make this up.
So, Maurice, I actually want your opinion. Like you said, he's lost 3 times against his rival, and it doesn't seem like he's winning when it counts. So do you think that Ryan should be fired?
Yeah, in a more serious way, I would say yes. And you just have to move on. You know, when things aren't working out, man, and I think Cam had named the stats, it's 1-6 against teams who are ranked 5 and under, and then is 0-3 versus the rival. And when it really counts, he doesn't get it done. And instead of coddling him, with these the BS wins that he's made and inflating that, I would move on. I would get somebody else and give somebody else a shot.
What you think, Mase? Think that man should lose his job? He's 56-7.
56-7?
Yeah, but he's 0-9 in the important games.
But he's
56-7.
Wow.
That's why I'm like dead ass.
But But my point is, does it really matter
56
when
wins
you playing chumps?
and 7?
7 losses.
So how is he 0-9?
Because he got the go ahead, Mo, tell him.
Yeah, no, the games amongst ranked teams, he's 1-6, and then against the rival, he's 0-3.
I don't know. I mean, Mo, you know better than me, but I'm like, damn, 56-7 ain't bad. But if you keep, it's like this. You know what's a good comparison? Speaking of boxing, what you think about this, right? Deontay Wilder is like fucking 48-3 because he keep losing to the same nigga. Yeah. So he can't, Ryan Day's kind of like his Tyson Fury is Michigan. So do you take the credit away from Deontay Wilder because he may not have fought anybody that good?
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah. So that's why I was actually.
Yeah, he keeps his job. He keeps his job because I would want to see Deontay Wilder fight again. Just stay away from Fury. We don't need to see that game no more.
But the whole thing about it, Michigan and Ohio, it's not like you can stay away from Michigan. Right. That's going to have to happen. You can't avoid them. Yeah, you can't avoid them.
He keeps his job. He keeps his job.
I want Mo, get the fuck out of here when it count, man. I'm not mad at the record. I'm be honest, I'm kind of caught in the middle pause with both of y'all. Because it's like, to me, because, I lived in Columbus, Ohio. So I understand how important this shit is. Like, you are, and I'm not saying this is reality, but it's almost like you could lose every game.
Yeah.
Except for Michigan, bro. You know what I'm saying? When you lose to Michigan, niggas don't want to hear it. That's almost like their Super Bowl outside of going to the college playoffs, but that's very important, man.
Yeah, but most said the players is twerking and doing all of that. So how are they supposed to win if they twerking before the game?
With you, it's mad niggas twerking pause, and we status cool with it. You know what I'm saying? So you have no problem with them niggas twerking in the locker room. You said
niggas, I didn't say that.
Oh, when niggas wasn't talking about ski you, niggas right in the locker room and bending their knees, and niggas putting their hands on their knees, and they was like ski you. You was like, nah, it's a new day, guys. It's okay. It's not a problem. This is what they do now. You guys, y'all don't get it. Now when niggas,
new Riz.
Yeah, exactly. Now niggas is losing. Niggas told my niggas got to stop twerking and all that in the locker room, suck ass. When me and Murder said something about it,
he said we was bugging
they
out.
Said we was bugging, but hey, to each his own.
I will say it is just a tricky situation because in order to see change and finally get that win, they're going to have to make a change, and it's probably going to start with coaching. But moving along, so we've seen Miami dominate in the late 90s.
Hold on, Stat. You so smooth. You tried to spin that. Are you cool with niggas twerking in the locker room? That's all. You tried to spin that shit, man. Cool.
Dudes singing Sexy Red. I don't care.
I didn't ask you that.
You said twerking. Twerking's different.
Okay,
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, we was looking at the video when the nigga had his hands in the air going like this. And like, you ain't something. No, you going, they wasn't doing that. They wasn't doing like this. Nigga was like saying like this, doing like this. And you was like, it's okay, guys. But you so professional. I like the way you spun that shit. Well, it's probably going to have to change with coaching and moving along.
Yo, Mo, let me ask you this, though, before we get off this subject. Do you think it had how can you blame the coach for the interceptions that the quarterback throws? I really want to hear that.
No, so it's not the interceptions that the quarterback throws, right? So this is going to bring into a larger conversation. Ohio State was built on big plays, and all day production out of Marvin Harrison Jr. and home run hits out of Trevion Henderson. He's the running back, right? And it's no difference than an artist, right? If an artist is trying to build his career or her career on one-hit wonders or like catchy records, you can't build no career out of that. That stuff runs its course once you get into the environment of a real musician, right? Or somebody who can really write records. The same thing with football. When you play a real team and you've not developed, right? You've not developed a running game, 15 to 20 runs a game, or distributing the ball to a bunch of players throughout the season, distributing in the slot, distributing with the wide receivers, and you've become happy with making all your production through one game, like that's the core issue, right? So I don't blame him for that. I blame him for not developing a running game throughout the season where you are putting pressure on the young quarterback to perform, right? So this is a first-year quarterback who's going up to Michigan, who's like you're putting pressure on him to win when he shouldn't be in that situation. And then you've not developed your running game because the guy who you put in there, he doesn't run real well between the tackles, but he'll break a long run. And that like the only way I can explain it is in music, right? Somebody has some catchy records, you put them out, and the shit is only gonna last for so long before like people are like, oh, this motherfucker just a one-hit wonder, catchy motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's not a real musician. But that's the same thing with Ryan Day. And if you go back to my tweets, I've been bitching about this shit all year. Like, you know, they can say whatever the fuck they want to about me, but knowing the actual game of football and strategy and how you build teams and how you lead, man, I get that shit inside and out. And when shit hits the fan, or when you like fuck all this other shit too, you can't lose to the backup nigga either. You know what I'm saying? Like cut through all this other shit. These niggas lost to the backup fucking coach. You know what I'm saying? But this is stuff that people don't want to say.
The backup coach.
That's what we was talking about this last weekend. But if he get a touchdown in the fourth quarter, isn't he playing what? I mean, I would think he's playing good if he get a touchdown in the fourth quarter.
Who you talking about? The coach?
No, I don't know who you refer to. When they got a touchdown. Yeah, I mean, so he wasn't absent.
No, I guess I missed where you was talking. I guess I missed what you were saying. I don't know. Like I don't know. It gets frustrating. Like I want to joke, but then it gets frustrating because you understand how this team was built. It wasn't built to beat them or go into the playoffs and beat other teams. And so you hoping, wishing, and praying, but then when the circumstances meet each other, you finally see that, man, like you get exposed. And I don't know, and it's bad. Like I don't care about losing the rivalries, but getting your ass kicked and then being around town, the whole fucking town feel it. Cam been here, he knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
if you win, everybody loves you. Yeah. And if you lose, like, it's a thing around here.
So why did you wear the Ohio State all this season? Because you've been wearing that every week. You already knew the team wasn't right.
That's what fans do.
No, Mason's the only one who switches when things don't go right. He doesn't get that. And he just goes to Denver when they win the championship. So he doesn't get it. He doesn't comprehend why would you win a loser's hat?
Anybody do that? It's so crazy. Like, we're the same team every single week. Wow.
No, when you say the team is built wrong, every complaint that he's making is something that he's proceeding like he knew that from the beginning of the year that the team wasn't built appropriately. So why would you promote something you know is not right?
Then it's Jets fans who never seen a win. This Knicks fans, we ain't been alive to see the Knicks win a championship. That don't mean niggas ain't Knicks fans. That don't mean because the organization is fucked up that you just abandoned the whole shit. Like, nigga, this man lives in Columbus, Ohio. First of all, no matter if you win or lose, get up in Rocket, Michigan shit around there. You might get a bottle thrown at you by accident, nigga.
That's why I'm asking the question so I can understand.
Yeah, my bad. I ain't even mean nothing to rub.
No, it's the same way y'all represent Harlem, win, lose, or draw. I represent Ohio. Win, lose, or draw.
Okay.
That was a good one. So
we've seen Miami dominate in the late 90s, early 2000s. I'm not even going to say that I've seen that because that was before my time. And we see a long streak of dominance in every sport. So in your opinion, why do some teams lose their dominance and their championship run?
Good question, but I just believe that for Ohio in general, and I was down at Florida in Gainesville this summer, and I would say it's the same thing that I think in most of these locations. I think there's something that you lose when you quit recruiting kids who come from the state school. And I don't want to act like I'm a homer, but I am a homer. But I believe that if you look at the history of all these teams who sort of lost players and they thought that they had to bring in, coaches who really didn't understand culture, and you stop recruiting kids who have a pride that plays for that state, I think that there's something lost. I also believe that as you win, the circumstances or the environment is better, be it for coaches, be it for players, and there's an urgency that's lost. That when you're the first crop of dudes who come through and win championships, you're fighting for respect. But as you bring other kids inside of the program, they've never really felt the environment of having to build themselves into something. So they have like a different mentality, and they just may take things for granted. And I just think it's the same. Like I said, when I was down in Florida, they said that they needed more kids from Florida to have a pride in playing for the Gators. And I thought the same thing with Ohio State. If you look on the roster right now, there's not a lot of kids who come from the state. And it aesthetically looks better because you have guys from everywhere else. But if you look at Michigan has homegrown, old school 3 and 4 star players who have a pride with playing for the University of Michigan. So that's my opinion.
That's good. I mean, they understand the importance of those rivalry games even more when that happens, because they've been there watching it their whole childhood.
You fight a little harder. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Mo. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying you fight a little harder. It has meaning to you. Your family has pride in it. And I'm just that, I just believe that, I don't know, you just fight a little more. It's a pride. And I think sometimes championship teams lose that at the collegiate level.
Yeah, and to me, just my opinion is they set it up for SEC, Big Ten, all these Big 12. Like, we already know, like, the teams. Like, who was it a few years? I'm not sure if it was, maybe it was TCU. They were, like, fucking 15-0. They didn't even get in the playoffs, and they made their own champion. They like, we are our own champions. Certain teams aren't going to even get the opportunity no matter what their record is, because it's set up to the teams that they want to see and it's going to bring the most money to the NCAA, is my personal opinion. And when you say teams losing dominance, it's still going to, when you say losing dominance, it's still teams that's, we know. It isn't randomly like, Arizona State's going to be in the championship, or fucking Boise State's going to be in the championship. It's still going to be Clemson. It's still going to be Michigan, Ohio State, LSU, whoever. You know what I'm saying? So I think the things that are changing up is the portal and the name and likeness, because now you're going to go where you want to go to get some money. If teams and players can figure out and talk to each other, how much they got for you? $1 million? A word? They already got it up 500,000. Let's go here. Like, same way they did with Duke and this is before NIL. I think it was the year before it started. Like, RJ Barrett, Zion, Cam Reddish, they all talk to each other like, let's go to Duke and fuck shit up. And if you can figure that out with the players making the money these days, I think they'll control where the power goes, because people are going to see the best players no matter where they at.
And lastly, before we go to break, we got to talk about the front runners for the Heisman. Maurice, who do you think will take the trophy?
I think it's Michael Penix, the kid out of Washington. I said it last week, but I think he's the front runner. I think he'll have an opportunity this Saturday when he go against Bo Nix. I think that they beat them, and he goes and wins the Heisman Trophy.
Now, let me ask you this question again, because I asked it last week. In a different way. If Bo Nix and Oregon, my Mighty Ducks, if they're able to beat them, do you think Bo Nix have a shot at the Heisman?
Yeah, I think he really does if he performs well. But I just believe that, just my opinion, that I think that Michael Penix and they have the momentum. It says a lot. Like, when you go beat a team in football, I don't know how, basketball works, but when you beat a team in football, there's like a lot of indications of what you study and what worked well. And I remember the game, they were trying to figure each other out. But I don't know, like football is who's playing hot at the right time. But he would have a chance if he plays well. But I'm still out. You might be an expert again, but I'm still sticking to my guns with going with the kid from Washington.
I'm going with Penix as well. Is your team the Ducks or Georgia, Mase? Like, who's your team?
That's my West Coast
I'm just
team.
asking who's your team. It's not the NBA where it's an East Coast, West Coast.
Oh my goodness, Cam. Things I have to endure.
Wow,
that was a crazy line.
Crazy. Yo, pause, D King, pause. You got that on the stats. The things I have to endure is crazy. By the way, Cardan said he's under scrutiny. Cardan said niggas got him. It's some wild shit. Cardan said, I don't know what y'all niggas did, but y'all niggas got me in some wild shit. I said, Cardan, what happened? He said, all these bitches talking about I want my salad towards they DMing me talking about what dress and shit I bring. Tell Murder he shouldn't have did that.
Yeah.
I meant to tell you that shit. You said you gotta let him call up here and clear his name. I meant to tell you that, bro. My bad.
Oh my goodness. Speaking of lyrics.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm just showing you what niggas got.
I got this list over here is so crazy. I don't even care what you got.
Yeah, this is your day. It's your day. My bad.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yo, a friend of mine.
Where they from? Were they from Ohio?
Yeah.
Yo, y'all Ohio niggas is wild, bro. Ohio's crazy. Yeah, this your day.
Oh my goodness. I stayed up.
It's crazy, man. Yeah, yo, you know yo, Murder, before you say anything, look at the smile on this nigga face, DK. Nigga say, yeah. You probably got it from D King. Pause.
No.
All right, it's your day.
Okay. They said, yo. See, Father, I lost my scruples. I went straight banoodles when I raped that poodle. He said he raped the poodle, and then he said, but he jerked off till he bust blood. And he got his balls pierced and call it psychiatric. He's seen them all year.
I think I know that's when I was it was Song Confession, but I hear bestiality in there. Pause. I don't hear no pausing.
Yeah.
I was waiting for the pause.
The rape the poodle is
that's
crazy.
Bestiality, which is not cool. I'm not confirming that. But I thought you had more. I wasn't even going to go today. I was going to let it slide.
No, I'm not.
Okay, go ahead. I was going. Today's your go. I'm putting my phone down. Go ahead. It's your go today.
Nah, I'm gonna hold this other one.
Wow.
Pause,
that's crazy.
I gotta say these other notes in case when he come back. The raping the poodle is crazy. What kind of poodle was it?
I don't know. I was hanging with you, boss, around the side. It's the first album. We was together, nigga. Who's me? Yo, I'm telling you, niggas sent me the first album. I'm going to let you win today. Today's your day. I'm going to save mine for Monday. I'm going to save mine for Monday, man. You got it today.
We're going to go to break, and when we return, we will talk about the college championships this weekend.
She called this thing about toxic. 4 years and counting. got you feeling like an option. Maybe I'm my own problem, babe. She tired of hearing I don't know. What's stubborn in me won't fall. Dealing with this thing called trust, but she really thinking about it. Wanna be free. Why am I in this woman? Wanna be free. Hell, I don't wanna see her walk away. I wish somebody told me the rules. Disagreements let her win, and it's cool. Even when I'm right, this ain't about you.
Welcome back. So let's get into our Underdog Fantasy picks of the day. This afternoon, the Grizzlies will play the Mavs. Underdog Fantasy has Jaren Jackson Jr. at 7 rebounds. Mase, do you have him higher or lower?
7 rebounds. He should make more rebounds than that.
Higher.
Okay. Luka is at 8 assists. Do you have him higher or lower? Cam.
Higher.
8 assists, lower.
Okay. And Kyrie is at 27.5 points. Do you have him higher or lower? Mase.
Lower.
More higher. I think he gonna abuse Marcus Smart.
Okay. Make sure to download the Underdog Fantasy app and you can make your picks too. We are joined back with our football analyst, Maurice Clarett.
Hold on real quick before I forget also. Who else I fucking reached out that I meant to tell you? Anthony Edwards says he's gonna send us his sneakers. He said we're gonna get those first. He's seen us. He said he seen what we was talking about, and he's weighing his options out on how to market it. But he wants us to have the sneakers first. So shout out to Anthony Edwards. I meant to talk about that at the beginning of the show, but we appreciate it. And we'll be waiting for the sneakers, and we got mad ideas for you as well, my nigga. We gonna sell them shoes. We gonna sell them shoes. And if you wanna hire us, we're not expensive. We'll get you out there in the marketplace and popping, nigga. Word. But big shout out to Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, shout out to him, man.
Okay. So there was a lot of rivalry games that were very competitive. There was FSU versus Florida, Georgia versus Georgia Tech. The list goes on. So this week and today, we know we're heading into the conference championships. There are a couple very significant games. So Maurice, let's start with Washington versus Oregon. What do you foresee happening? How are you feeling about this game today?
Yeah, I'm going with the momentum, and I'm going with the older quarterback, Michael Penix again. And I just think that, sometimes you just think it's people's year. And I think I basically liked him a little bit more after I seen his story after they had beat Colorado. I think that's what they beat. Or no, when they beat Oregon the first time. I seen his family come on the field and knew that he had transferred from Indiana. And I just think it's his time. He's a little older. And I think that he'll seal the deal with the not the national championship, the Heisman Trophy. But I also think that he'll beat Oregon this week.
You know better than me. I mean, I've seen both of these teams play. I didn't see when they played each other. But Mase is saying if Bo Nix doesn't get the Heisman, it's reverse racism. Do you feel you still feel that it's reverse racism if he doesn't get it?
I think so. If he beats him this game and he doesn't get it, it could be reverse racism.
But what if he does beat him? Would you go with Penix? Do you think this game?
I think Penix could. If he win it, it'd still be a Florida thing because he's from Tampa.
All right, fine, Mason. You're from everywhere. I'm just asking your opinion. Do you think, I'm asking a dead serious question. Do you think this game, whoever wins this game wins the Heisman?
Absolutely.
All right, that's what I was asking.
Absolutely.
Okay. On Saturday, Georgia will play Alabama. Maurice, who do you see winning that game?
I'm going with Georgia. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm going with Georgia, man. Shout out my man Champ Bailey. I talked to Champ this morning, and but I'm going with Georgia, man. I don't see after I seen last week with who did they play? They played the Iron Bowl. After I seen those guys struggle with Auburn, and they basically won at the last second. It's hard just to come back the next week in a row and try to have that same performance at a conference championship. So I don't foresee them beating Georgia.
I just need Javon to get an interception. He get an interception, we're going to win. It's gonna be crazy.
Let me ask you this.
Who?
Sorry, Mike.
Javon. Coming with my stats from now on. Yeah.
I don't even know who Javon is,
Me
man.
neither. Javon who?
Javon Bullock.
Mase is smooth. You niggas try to laugh and look down and go. Let me ask you this about this game, though, real quick, though. Whoever is this part of Nick Saban's plan to get in the playoffs? He has to win this game as well for part of his plan.
Yeah. So if you there's a no, they got some like if you go like just to college football, or if you Google it, they have a bunch of teams of who all has to lose and who all has to win in order for like Alabama to get in. Even there's a crazy shot that Ohio State can get in, but they have like all these different scenarios based on who's played. But if you have a few upsets, and if they happen to upset Georgia, and I wish I had the information right here, but there is a chance, and I'm telling you, there is a chance that they can get in. I don't know. It'd be hard to foresee it happening, but I don't think that they'll beat them, and that it will be a thing. But this is one of those games.
No, I don't want to go with Mase every time, especially in college, but I'm going with Mase because I don't like Nick Saban playing this seed to get the championship. Like, if we upset these people and then we beat Georgia and then we do this, we should be in the playoffs. He planting seeds in people's brain to make sure they get in the playoffs. I'm going with Georgia, which I really don't have a problem with Georgia, but Mase is from everywhere. He's from Jacksonville. He's from Atlanta. He's from Oregon and Denver at the moment.
And Milwaukee.
And
Can't forget that. Okay. And lastly, on the topic of college football, also on Saturday, Michigan will play Iowa. Maurice, who do you see winning that game?
Yeah, and this is just it's a conference championship thing at this point. I see Michigan winning, and I'm rooting for Michigan all the way through because I want to see the Big Ten win, go to the championship and be in the championship. So those are my two statements around that.
Sportsmanship.
Better than me.
Sportsmanship.
Hey, Mase, though, it's a burning question from the internet, man.
Yeah.
Everybody's seeing what killing. Everybody's seeing what
you
killing.
Say that.
What?
He said he's going with Michigan.
But listen to me.
No, I mean, I was going to comment after y'all finished comments. A couple things. We talked about that before, not Michigan. We talked about, I don't think it was him, or it was one of them situations where, do you want the team that beat you to win, pause, or do you want the team that beat you to lose too? So you be like, yeah, them niggas lost. It depends on who it is. Some people will be like, nah, I don't want them niggas winning because we lost. But then if the team who beats you wins the championship, at least you could be like, yo, we lost to the champs. So it depends. It depends.
No, I want Michigan to win just because they beat us. That was false. That was obvious. But then the second part is I go for the conference. I told you during the offseason, I get called to all these universities, man, to go speak. And, man, I will tell you, when you go back there and you start talking to coaches, like they just say slick shit like, the Big Ten can't play football, the SEC is better. And so, like, I selfishly want Michigan to win just so when I'm out on the road this offseason that, I can talk shit.
But doesn't the money comes back to the conference when a team wins on that level?
Well, I don't know what type of financial benefits the conference will get, but, I know teams, they all have incentives personally. But I don't know what the conference get. But I was saying I had another question for you, and the internet want to know, since they seen what Killer did the other day, they kind of want to see like you perform. You know what I mean? But I would be remiss if I didn't say that.
I ask the nigga, Mo. I tell the nigga before we start the show. When are you going to niggas ask me every day?
Next week.
What the expert gonna do?
Next week, the expert gonna show up next week.
Purple Friday.
Yellow Monday.
Cyber Saturday.
Hey, but people be messaging me like I got the inside track. They be like, is they really dropping music? And I'll be like, I don't know, man. I said, they said on Black Friday, so I guess message Stat. Maybe she may know.
Ain't getting no answer from me.
It's one man. It's one man that has this answer. It's not me. It's one man in the whole world that has this answer. Boy, it's not me. Music done. That nigga got mad songs. And the nigga Mase still nice, man. I don't know what's going on, to be honest. I like the hat and everything. Look like old murder right now. I don't know if he getting ready. I see the fitted back and all that. Shit low. Eyes low. Eyes low right now. Maybe he warming up. I'm hoping he warming up. Maybe he got his jacket on, hat low. Maybe this is a sign.
It's a sign.
Well, guess y'all will have to wait and see. Moving along to NBA games. On Wednesday, the Pelicans beat the Sixers 124-114. Zion had 33 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. Is Zion back?
How much you said he had again? 33 7?
Yeah.
And 7?
No, 8 rebounds and 6 assists.
That's pretty tough. Pause. Especially against the Sixers.
Mm-hmm.
I got to see it at least one more. I mean, he's back. I'm looking at his stat. He's back. 24 points, close to 25, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and he's shooting them almost like 57% from the field. He's doing good. And 50% from 3.
Yeah, I'm agree.
It gotta go through All-Star. If he's doing this after All-Star, then I'll say he's back.
I'm gonna say, 56.6% from the field is outrageous. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It isn't about, I don't think Zion was never not good. It's just his availability.
Yeah.
When he's on the court, since he's been in the NBA, since he's been in Duke, since we've seen him in high school, he's very productive when he's on the court. So I don't ever, when people say, is he back? It isn't about, for me, is he back? It's more about, is he available? So hopefully he's available, because when he's available, he's productive.
And OKC crushed the Lakers 133-110. How do you feel about the Lakers losing to one of the youngest NBA rosters?
Yeah, I just talked earlier.
OKC. I'm pulling up my stats right now. I don't think they should have beat the OKC right now. I think their team is too tall. You know, when you got a team that's younger, faster, and more aggressive, it's gonna be hard to beat that kind of team. You know, especially when you think of like Czech, he's playing really well. You got Shah had 33. It was gonna be hard for them to beat them. Especially even Giddey showed up. Okay,
Niggas' names.
Huh?
Leave that alone. Look, I'm gonna say something about this real quick.
Yeah.
Because niggas keep acting like we ducking smoke when it come to the Giddey dude with this allegation as far as molestation, sexual assault, dealing with a minor. We're not going to talk about it because people are like, yo, y'all didn't talk about, y'all talked about John Morant, y'all talked about this person, that, but you're not getting the Giddey, talking about the kid, Josh Giddey. The thing about it is this, it's allegations. And the way I stand, and I'm pretty sure I can speak for Mase as well, when you rape somebody or molest a child or anything of that nature, once you're convicted or once we find out you're guilty, it's going to be worse than anybody we went on. Worse than Pat Bev, anybody else. So we haven't talked about this yet because we're trying to get all the facts and everything else that's going on with this case, because those are strong allegations that you can't come back from. So before we get to that, we want to make sure we have all our facts right. So all the fans are saying like, yo, y'all didn't say nothing about it. Let us do the homework. Let us get the information, and then we'll address it once some more facts come out or once we get the knowledge on what's going on.
Yeah. Or send us the facts. If you got the facts, send them in. Because, you know, with me, I'm telling the truth about everything. We ain't ducking no smoke.
Shameless plug on Check Out the Stat. I just talked about a few of the things that we do have confirmed, but like we all are saying up here, it is allegations. We can't only say so much about it, but nobody's dodging from any sort of conversation. We're talking about what we do know.
And when you have because to me, I don't even need all the facts. Who's the person? At least tell me who the person is. Like when we talked about other things, at least we knew who the person was. When we talk about Mikey Williams, we know the scenario. We talked about Dwight, we know the other people involved. In this, we do not know the people involved.
Well, because not to cut you off, murder, at the same time, they are minors, so their name can't really be put public.
Yeah.
And that's why I really don't want to touch on this situation until we have all the facts, because at the same time, this is not like a regular rape case.
Yeah.
This is a minor, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying you're wrong. You're 100% right. But when you're minor, names and all that came, that's why I said, let us do what we got to do.
Yeah, I thought it was a person that used to be a minor, but now is an adult. So that's why I said what I said.
Gotcha.
So definitely, if it's a child, it's definitely off limits.
Right.
You know?
Speaking of that stat, when's your show come out? What day is it on?
Yeah, so my show comes out today at 3 p.m. after this episode. Make sure y'all stick around to watch mine. Talk a little bit about the case, what's going on to inform y'all, and I have a special guest. So make sure y'all stay tuned and check out the stat. Okay, so moving along to another NBA game that happened. The Miami Heat beat the Pacers 142-132. How do you feel about the Pacers' loss?
How you feel, Stat? Because you sitting there smirking and shit because they won.
Well, I mean, I feel great, obviously. The Heat won. Jimmy Butler is back. He was the highest scoring on the Heat's team. And you know who was the second highest scorer?
Bam.
No.
Triple J.
Yeah. So that's all I had to say, y'all. Y'all keep tagging me in his stats, and I just think it's funny. But like I said, it's still early, but that was a win that we needed. It was the Pacers. The Pacers are doing well. And on the Pacers side, Halliburton did play amazing. He scored 44 points. He did what he had to do.
Halliburton going crazy this year, bro.
Yeah, he did exactly what he needed to do. So shout out to him. But he still won. Like we said, we talking about winners, not the losers. And that's my team. So I'm hyped. That's that.
Then when I bring up Halliburton, having 44, we're not going to talk about the losers.
Because the last time y'all was like, we ain't talking about losers. We ain't going to give credit to people who are losing. I'm like, okay, bet.
Look, at the end of the day, Mase is Mr. Title Town, the perfectionist. Sometimes you got to talk about the losers. That day, it was just, I forget who it was. It was just too much about losing, though. Like, yo.
Yeah, they was trying to get us to talk about Dallas at one point.
And the Pistons losing streak continues, and they have reached 15 lost games. What is the problem? Because clearly this is an issue that needs to be solved.
This is crazy when you think about the Pistons, because two of the players that's on this team were projected to be some super duper talent.
This is true.
You know, so to have both of them on the same team, and then you got a past coach of the year to join that team with with those same young players. This is like out of control. This is definitely out of control. And I think when it comes down to Detroit, this is embarrassing for a franchise that used to be so storied to stay declining this long. You know, they gotta turn this around.
Matter of fact, you know what, Murder? My homie from Detroit is here. Yo, tell Danny come here. Let's see what she feel about Detroit. Because she gets all Detroity when you get Detroit. She gets mad Detroitish. So let's hear what she got to say about, yo, Danny, come here. Come here. It's Detroit. We're talking about Detroit real quick. Come in. Come in. Come in, Dan. Come in. This way. Yeah. Hey, what's up?
That chair, and then rub that mic.
How you doing? Good. Yeah. No, guys, sit down. Because
Bub, move the mic. The other one. Yeah.
Anything Detroit related, you always seem to have an attitude about. It's very coincidental we brought that up.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the Pistons? Do you watch the Pistons?
What?
I feel you on that. I'm not mad at that. So you don't know about the what's going on in Detroit with the Pistons? They ain't shit. That's what's going on.
They haven't been shit.
For years.
All that shit.
Prince, you know.
From that era.
Yes. I was a kid, I guess, but that's when we were good. I feel like that was the last time we were good.
Okay, cool.
Am I right?
Yeah, Chauncey.
No,
Chauncey Billups, like all that. Yeah.
Y'all
But like,
run
I'm just a Michigan all around.
all right, cool. We was bringing them up, and I know that when we talk about Michigan, you know,
I go crazy, I know.
When with us being friends, you go really wild when anybody tries to diss Michigan. So I thought you may have known what's going on with the Pistons.
I don't, but maybe you can teach me. We just suck right now? Is that what it is?
Yeah, you're 2-17, and
15 losses
Why is
in
it
a
so
row.
bad, though?
15 losses in a row.
the reason why it's so bad is because it's cold and shit, and crime is up out there, man. Like Detroit's a pretty
I feel
rough
like
city.
the crime got better.
Did it?
I feel like it did.
Okay, you may know better than us, but I think that this plays a major part, Mase, as far as not the Pistons in general, just cities where it's not cool at. Like,
Because nobody wants to spend money where shit is not good. Like, that's what I feel too.
okay.
You don't?
I'm just going off the 2-17.
2-17.
They're gonna get draft picks because they're not doing well, but it's not a sexy city to attract free agents. Like free agents may not want to go to Detroit.
Hey, I'm from there. It's sexy.
You're sexy, like you don't even live there no more. But
He's saying you're so you
playing,
move.
I'm playing. I
Nah,
just
but
heard the
we
word
talking about
sexy.
some real sports shit real quick. But what we saying is like, who are you gonna get to go there that's in free agency? Nobody. Like you know, Giannis, and sometimes even if the city isn't sexy, you may want to play with a certain player like, you know.
There's nobody to go there and play with.
Right, exactly. Like I didn't want to say the wrong thing about Milwaukee because Milwaukee's a really good city. But to people who don't know it, they may not know it's a good city, but they'd be like, oh, what's going on in Milwaukee? But if you felt like that, at least you say, I'm going to play with Giannis.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to happen as far as the franchise with Detroit moving forward? Because it doesn't look good. As much as, because you made a great point. They had 2 players, draft picks that's supposed to be superstars and they didn't pan out.
Yeah. I actually think the city of Detroit and is a good city. I actually do. I like.
No, I'm talking about more the franchise, not the. I'm talking about for the Pistons.
Oh, okay. I think they gotta bring in. They gotta bring in a veteran that has won. They're gonna have to blow the bag on somebody that won and get somebody there that people respect.
Why can't James come?
James Harden?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got the strip clubs.
James ain't going to no more.
James to go to the Pistons. So you're trying to say like people of that caliber would probably never go to a team like that because they're not winning, right? Because they don't got the budget to.
That. Cam is saying
well,
that.
I'm asking.
Yeah, I'm saying that. Yeah, I'm definitely saying that.
Do they have the budget for like a player like that?
They got the
They
budget.
should. They definitely got the budget.
It's about, so it's just 2 things. Like, let's use James Harden for example.
If 2 players go there at the same time, they will go there. Somebody would go there. If it's like
a winning pair.
2 people decide we going to Detroit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Who do you think?
Who would it be?
They don't have a good enough culture. No offense to Detroit. I don't think people
actually willingly.
Yeah, people don't willingly want to live there, and then to rebuild. Like one, you got to offer a lot of money, and you got to have some sort of promise that's going to show that hey, like we have something to look forward to. They're not in that state to have that. So to willingly want to go to Detroit, not gonna.
So they're just gonna die out and give up.
So then why was all these players there before in Detroit? Just think about it. It takes somebody with some street cred that's a basketball player as well to be
AI
there.
went there too.
Yeah, that's
after
a fact.
the situation.
That's a fact. But listen, man, Detroit, outside, it's gotten worse, but you got to realize Detroit is known for furs and gators and niggas making a lot of money in the streets and you know, a lot of, it's, you know, Eminem, great rappers, and a lot of shit to me, and I'm not dissing Detroit because, you know, Detroit, they'll start all this no-fly zone and crazy shit with you. But I'm just saying in general, it seems like that culture outside of basketball or sports have died down. Detroit was like a real sexy city to go to because niggas had a lot of money during a specific time and era. Not saying that they don't have it now,
They still do.
but it just doesn't seem like it used to be. I agree with Mase. If two people go there, cool, but I don't know who the two people who will want to go there are.
And especially now that they got the Lions winning, you know, it would be perfect. This would be the perfect time to bring that kind of energy back there.
What about like a new duo, like a rookie, like some rookies?
A new duo?
A new duo, like two new people. Like
that's what I said.
No, they just had
no,
two
I know
good
you
draft
said two,
picks.
but like, what if they two brand new people? Like you were saying, like
That'll
the draft
work
picks.
too.
Yeah, like not just a veteran, like just like a duo.
Two new guys.
It's still hard to put them in that type of situation.
Well, look, Daddy, we wanted just to give you a chance to defend Detroit because I know you was probably out there screaming.
I appreciate it, and thank you for letting me take the floor and go blue.
That's what's up.
Period. Well, thank you, Danny, and thank you, Maurice, for being here. We're gonna go to break, and when we return, we will talk about a potential Zach LaVine trade.
She called this thing about toxic. 4 years and counting. Got you feeling like an option. Maybe I'm my own problem, babe. She tired of hearing I don't know. My stubborn in me won't fall. Dealing with this thing called trust. But she really thinking about it. She wanna be free.
Welcome back. So it's being said that the Chicago Bulls would want Rui Hachimura and Austin Reeves in a potential deal for Zach LaVine. Would this be a good trade?
They will be going faster than I don't know what to say, but I will get them out of there for that.
Faster than me and you going to Lincoln for Stephon Marbury in 92.
For Zach LaVine?
Zach LaVine is really good. You know, a lot of people, because he got his name off the dunk contest, so a lot of people know him from winning the dunk contest against Aaron Gordon, but he's really a decent player. What I would say is this. It was made, on the Lakers' behalf, they made such a big deal about this Austin Reeves shit over the offseason. You know, we gonna get Austin Reeves, we renewing the contract, and LeBron wants him back, this, that, and the third. To get rid of him 2.5, 3 months into the season with this brand new contract, that just goes to show, like, they don't believe in what they did in the offseason and they're trying to make a quick change. And it's the Lakers. Look, they're a story franchise. They're going to do what they got to do to win. But they was going Austin Reeves fucking crazy all fucking summer. And now they made to get rid of him, according to reports.
Yeah, and I think actually the backcourt would be better because now you could put, what's his name? Russell at the 1. He's a better 1 than 2. And you put him at the 1, then you put Zach LaVine at the 2. The team is actually better because they got longer wingspan, pause on the wings, so they're able to control the playoffs a little bit better. LeBron is always better when he's playing with people with longer wingspan, make it easier for what he has to do.
Gotcha. I don't really know because the whole thing, I mean, I just said what I had to say, but the whole thing, they've been talking about trading like Zach LaVine since the fucking season started. So these are reports, these are rumors. If it happens, it happens. We'll see. Do I think it's a good trade? I'm not sure. Mase may have a better opinion on that than me. I'm just more, he has a better take on it than me. I'm just more the fact that y'all motherfuckers was going Austin Reeves crazy, bro. Crazy, my nigga. Austin Reeves found me crazy, and now y'all niggas is ready to get rid of him. That's more where I'm at with that. So if it happens, I'll do more homework on it. But Mase knows if it's a better fit for the Lakers than I would.
Yeah, I agree. This isn't the same type of situation, but it kind of reminds me of like getting rid of Jordan Poole and then like getting rid of Austin Reeves. I don't really know how I feel about that. I don't know if it would be the best choice. Zach LaVine on the Lakers probably would be a good addition, but I just feel like it just doesn't make sense right now. But let us know what you guys think in the comments. That's all the time we have for today. Thanks for watching. And as always, it is what it is.
Two big necks, like when they doing them 2 for